Self-assessment is something that I've been doing all my life. I started journaling when I was 18 years old. Every night before I go to bed, I grab a diary and I record my thoughts, usually from the day just completed. Occasionally, I write about something that happened in the days, weeks, or months to come, but mostly I'm just assessing what I've already done. However, one of the things I do every New Year's Eve is I grab my diary and I look at the goals that I set a year ago, 10 of them, and I assess how well I did. The next day, on New Year's Day, I set another 10 goals. I've been doing that for over 40 years. Not surprisingly, starting my doctorate was on that list at the beginning of this year. The behavior from the professional disposition self-assessment that I consider to be my strongest is communications. I'm a Toastmaster, and I love to speak in public. It will be easy to see how this strength will accentuate the chosen points to follow. The second assessment I chose was my ideal life. I often think and visualize what my ideal life would be like. I've studied hypnosis for over 40 years, and I'm a practicing marriage and family therapist. I'm also an advanced hypnotherapist. In my ideal life, I would like to bring my new hypnosis modality called multi-life therapy to hypnotists and their clients all over the world. What I still need to do is to timeline this vision because, frankly, I'm running out of life. At 61 years of age, I know that I will need to work not only smarter and harder when the days are longer than I feel like I can handle, and to do that and stay on task, I need a plan. The third assessment I chose was the lottery. If I could, I would. I suppose the reason I chose this one is because my vision for living my ideal life costs a great deal of money. In addition to traveling the world to spreading my new hypnosis modality, I would also like to open a school that uses hypnosis in its curriculum and teaches from a foundation of a multi-life perspective. I know that there are ways to gather the money, crowdfunding, investors, and or earning money through public speaking and book sales, and perhaps that is the need that I will be addressing after I earn my doctorate. I suppose it's easy to see why my fourth assessment is my fantasy job. I'm blessed to have spent 30 years in the military, and retiring as an officer, my monthly retirement check is substantial. Having the money to afford a nice place to live, a car to drive, food on the table, and not have to worry is wonderful for both me and my wife. However, my fantasy job is not about earning a paycheck. It goes to the ideal life above, even if I don't win the lottery. I would like to be an educator in the field of hypnotherapy, teaching my new hypnosis modality. I guess you could say I'm already living a part of my fantasy job every time I see another client. Of course, right now, I also work as an academic advisor at Brandman University. I enjoy helping the students, but that is not my passion. Upon completion of this doctorate, I'll be leaving my academic advising behind in order to pursue my full-time fantasy job. I feel I'm well prepared to move forward with this area. I have the retirement, and I will have the funds needed to self-fund a promotional campaign at a fairly active level. I'm also investing time daily and have for over 2 years to gather LinkedIn hypnotherapists around the world. I have over 2,000. I do not spend time conversing with them now. It's a nice collection of like-minded practitioners, but upon completion of my doctorate and when I choose to go full-time promoting my noble purpose, I will have the context needed to do so. My final assessment was my noble purpose. Perhaps it is obvious from listening to the assessments above that I feel driven to share my vision of multi-life therapy to the world. The reason is because I fervently believe I can change lives in a positive way, effectively and efficiently. I continue to strive to prepare myself to advance this purpose.